Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and good evening once again. Hi, hello. My name is Pebbles, founder of Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. I am now streaming live from Missing, Lost, and Trafficked Facebook page, streaming live from Lured, Lost, and Unsolved Facebook page, streaming live from Missing, Lost, and Trafficked YouTube channel. There is an article that has been recently published by the Charlotte Observer. Okay, this article was published on November 22nd of 2022 at 12:10 p.m. And scrolling down, the headline reads, Doctor tried to revive Shanquella Robinson before her death. Police report excerpt shows. So I'm going to begin reading it at this time. Information from a police report says Shanquella Robinson was alive when medical help first arrived at the vacation home where she was staying with a group of people last month in Cabo, Mexico. The report differs from details previously reported from 25-year-old Robinson's death certificate that said she died within 15 minutes of being injured. Instead, a police report excerpt shows a doctor from a local hospital was with Robinson and others in the house for close to 3 hours before she was pronounced dead. The Charlotte Observer obtained excerpts from a police report earlier this week that had not yet been publicly released. The information was provided to the Observer by Geraldo Zunga, an investigative reporter who works in Los Cabos for Metro Polymix. And details were first reported by Metro Polymix on Monday. Robinson is a Charlotte native who traveled to Cabo on October 28th. She died a day later. Notably, the police information reported by and provided from Metropolitics does not mention obvious signs of Robinson's physical injuries, which family members have said existed on her body prior to her burial. Grave injuries to her back and neck were determined to be the cause of death after an autopsy by officials in Mexico. The police report says she also suffered cardiac arrest. Since her death, the FBI and Mexican police authorities have launched investigations into how she died. The lack of conclusive evidence and conflicting explanations has led to her story going viral, invoking global outcry with countless people closely following Robinson's death. The hashtag Justice for Shanquella has been trending on Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. The Charlotte Observer has been unable to reach those who were with her on the trip. No arrests were reported as of late Monday. Robinson's family became suspicious of her friend's claims that she died of alcohol poisoning when a Mexican autopsy showed uh, that her cause of death was severe spinal cord and atlas luxation. Atlas luxation is a form of neck injury. The observer attempted to reach Cabo police via email and social media messages and did not receive a response. Zunga told the observer he obtained the internal law enforcement report through a source. Robinson's family did not return multiple calls and messages. The information from the police report shows that at 2:13 p.m. on October 29th, medical help was summoned to Villa Linda 32, a property run by company Cabo Villas located in San Jose del Cabo. Around an hour later, Dr. Carolina Beatrice Ornelas Gutierrez of the American Medical Center, a local hospital, arrived to treat Robinson, according to report excerpts. House calls to vacation rentals for routine non emergency medical services are common in tourist hubs in Mexico. The Observer confirmed with American Medical Center on Monday that Gutierrez is employed there. The hospital did not respond to requests for medical and autopsy reports. It is unclear in the police report excerpt who called for medical help, but the reporting person is listed as Winter Donovan of Greensboro. Donovan is one of six people identified by family, friends, and media sources as a person Robinson was traveling with. Donovan could not be reached to comment, and her phone number on the police report excerpt has been disconnected. The police report excerpt in Spanish, according to the Charlotte Observer staff translation document, Dr. Gutierrez says she was told Robinson had drunk a lot of alcohol and the medical call for Robinson to be given an IV. The police record indicates Gutierrez found a female understood in the report to be Robinson with stable vital signs but dehydrated, unable to communicate verbally, and appearing to be inebriated. The doctor reported that she believed Robinson needed to be transferred to a hospital, but her friends insisted that she be treated in the villa. Dr. Gutierrez attempted an IV but was unsuccessful, according to the report excerpt. It's unclear what medication was in the IV. The information from police says the doctor was there for close to an hour when Robinson began having a seizure. The convulsions from the seizure lasted less than a minute, according to the report. At this point, the patient's friend, named Winter Donovan, called 911 to request an ambulance, according to the Observer's Spanish to English translation of the report. This was around 4:20 p.m. In the meantime, the patient presented with difficulty breathing and a lowered pulse, and they gave her rescue breaths. The doctor, along with a friend, began administering CPR at 4:49 p.m. when Gutierrez detected Robinson had stopped having a pulse. Police arrived and talked with the doctor. I'll rephrase that, sorry. Backtrack. Police arrived and talked with the doctor who was treating Robinson at 5:25 p.m. It's not clear from the information in the police report exactly what time an ambulance arrived from the 911 call. The report information indicates paramedics administered a total of 14 rounds of CPR, 5 doses of adrenaline, and 6 discharges, AED shocks without success. Unable to revive Robinson, Gutierrez declared her dead at 5:57 p.m., according to the report excerpt. The police report information lists the deceased person as a cardiopulmonary pulmonary arrest as the reason police were called. Miss Robinson's mother told news outlets that each friend from the trip has a different story, and they initially told her that her daughter had alcohol poisoning. Official autopsy reports list the cause of death as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. Mexican authorities are investigating Robinson's death as a possible femicide. The state attorney's general office of Baja California Sur announced in a statement Thursday, according to ABC News. Femicide is a gender based murder of a woman or girl by a man, according to Merriam Webster's dictionary. The FBI began investigating Robinson's death amid the conflicting reports. The agency confirmed in a statement last Friday to the Charlotte Observer and other outlets. A video of a fight has gone viral, and Robinson's mother told CBS News she recognizes her daughter in the footage. The footage shows a naked woman, barely verbal, being hit and punched in the face multiple times by another woman until she falls to the ground. A person not seen in the video is heard saying, "Quella, can you at least fight back?" The FBI says they have seen the video. Robinson's sister, Quilla, long said in a statement published to GoFundMe, the family will continue to investigate what happened, and they are raising funds for legal fees. The United States Department released a statement claiming no clear evidence of foul play, yet there is a video circulating of a woman violently attacking, Shanquella Long said. This statement is unacceptable, and we are beyond devastated. We continue to fight for the truth. As of Monday morning, the page had raised 350 $400,000, 422. This included a 50,000 donation from the Brooklyn Nets player Kyrie Irving. Hundreds of community members attended Robinson's funeral on November 19th, and loved ones wore pink in her honor. Her casket, wrapped with photos of her, was pulled into the Macedonia Baptist Church by a horse drawn carriage. Her loved ones signed the casket before she was laid to rest. Now, I want to show you something here um, from the Charlotte Observer. Okay. And I'm just presenting a headline um, from the article I posted to Missing, Lost, and Trafficked Facebook group and Lured, Lost, and Unsolved media page. Okay. So this article that I am posting a screenshot of the headline for comes directly from the Charlotte Observer. Okay, updated November 22nd. It says here, doctor tried to revive Shanquella Robinson before death. Police report excerpt shows. Okay. Now, there are details that prompted me to host this live stream. It says here, and this is from the same article. You could just type in that headline I just presented to you, and you will be able to read what I'm presenting to you right now. It says information from a police report says Shanquella Robinson was alive when medical help first arrived at the vacation home where she was staying with a group of people last month in Cabo, Mexico. The report differs from details previously reported from 25-year-old Robinson's death certificate that said she died within 15 minutes of being injured. Instead, a police report excerpt shows a doctor from a local hospital was with Robinson and others in the house for close to 3 hours before she was pronounced deceased. And just to be accurate, quoting them accurately, the Charlotte Observer said pronounced dead. I want to read this again. Information from a police report says Shanquella Robinson was alive when medical help first arrived. Here's what the police are saying, okay? Previously stated, okay? When medical help first arrived at the vacation home where she was staying with a group of people last month in Cabo, Mexico. The report differs from details previously reported from 25-year-old Robinson's death certificate that said she died within 15 minutes of being injured. Instead, a police report excerpt shows a doctor from a local hospital was with Robinson and others in the house for close to 3 hours before she was pronounced dead. I like to know why such a huge difference in timing. Police report stating from the time of injury to time of death being approximately 15 minutes. Or rather, Robinson's death certificate stated she died within 15 minutes of being injured. Instead, a police report excerpt shows a doctor from a local hospital was with Robinson and others in the house for close to 3 hours. I believe that there should not be a difference between what is in the police report, right? And what's on Miss Robinson's death certificate in terms of the time that had gone by from the time or point of injury to the time she was pronounced deceased or to the time she passed on. This is very significant. These are official documents. One document coming from police, another one, a medical examiner playing a role in drafting, creating, etc., right? Official documents. This information is not coming from a Facebook post, coming from being extracted from official documents regarding time of death and time that had lapsed or gone by from the time Shanquella was injured. And the Charlotte Observer obtained excerpts from a police report earlier this week that had not yet been publicly released. And it's important that you know this information was provided to the Observer by Gerardo Zunga. Hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly, forgive me if I am, an investigative reporter who works in Los Cabos for Metro Polymix. So, what's really going on here? Approximately, you see here, 15 minutes between the time of injury and the time of death. This certificate is stating that that is significant. It has become abundantly clear to me that people close to Shanquella Robinson, more than one individual traveling with Shanquella Robinson, who had traveled to Mexico with Shanquella Robinson, have not been forthcoming and could possibly be holding back important details, important information regarding Miss Robinson's manner of death, timing, and other essential information. What had not become clear to me until perhaps about 45 minutes ago or so is that an official, whether that official, Mexican official, be, I don't know, a medical examiner, a police official, a police chief, one of those officials. I don't know, maybe perhaps they typed their the details, very important details up incorrectly, or it's highly likely that there has been some sort of fabrication. Some mistelling, if you will, falsehood. That has certainly been told to us. I do my very best not to use the word lied and refer to individuals as liars, but it's abundantly clear to me that individuals other than outside of the individuals who traveled to Cabo, Mexico with Miss Robinson have been possibly, allegedly, lying to us. And I would like to know why. So, yeah. Well, I Initially, I was not going to do in-depth or carry out in-depth reporting on this case. There are so many people out there reporting, giving updates, um, going through a lot of different pieces of information, piecing details together, finding contradictions. So I dare not be redundant. I don't want to be redundant or just say what someone else is saying or repeat what has been reported to you. Um, repeat the same thing. I found this to be quite significant. And so I decided that I would host a live stream and speak on what I found to be concerning. Concerning. Thank you so very much for taking the time out to tune in to this very special broadcast this afternoon. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. And I thank you so very much once again. I'd like for you to hit that like button. You can, or you don't have to. If you support the YouTube channel, okay? Um, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching Lured, Lost, and Unsolved, if you're tuned in to that Facebook media page, if you're tuned in to Missing, Lost, and Trafficked media page, then of course I'd like for you to share, 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 share. And again, I have no interest in just repeating what other people are saying. If I feel like I have something to say that uh, you know I find to be significant, something bit of information that I feel there should be attention drawn towards, then I will speak on that. Okay. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you once again for all of your support. I certainly hope, certainly hope that justice is served to its fullest capacity. Y'all stay safe. Bye bye.